Hello my dear students, welcome back to another session of computer application. So the previous class we already discussed about the Blue Java programming and how the Blue Java software we are going to install in our computer or how we are going to download from the internet and all. The previous class we already have seen. I hope everyone understood that session. Then we can go for the next session. So today we are going to learn about, we already studied how to install the Java, then how the Java will be using, the Blue Java will be how we are using. So each and every application we already know, we are studying about the application and finally we are going to the practical, how it will be using, how to open, how the programming will be doing, that and all we are getting from the practical only. Okay, so in this session we are going to learn how to start the Java programming through the Blue Java software. So I will show it. Okay, so before going to explain that what are the major keys or major commands or what are the statements and all we are using in the Java programming, that we have to see. Okay, so the major commands we are using in the Java will be public keyword. Public keyword. So this public is defined as all the classes. So we already know the object oriented programming means that is completely based on objects and the classes only. Okay, so main part will be the class only, then main function will be there, class will be there, and also objects will be there. So but first of all we are going to initializing, or first of all we are going to start class concept only. Okay, so how the class will be defining in the given programming, that we can see. So with the help of the class, keyword will be there. So many keywords we are using while writing the Java program. One of the major programming tool, it is known as a public. Public. The next we are using class. Next we are using the class concept. The third one we are using the static keyword. Static. The fourth we are using main function. Main. Fifth one we are using string. Okay. So what are these? So today's example. Today how the programming will be doing. I am giving the video examples what I have given just in the previous class like. Okay. So the video recording class will be that I have to give it. So what are the major options we have used in the programming, we can see. The first keyword is known as a public, class, static, main and string. So the public is common word, common keyword we are using in the Java programming. All the entire content will be public. That means everyone can access. For that purpose only we are giving the public option. Public means we already, the normal meaning of public means everyone can see, everyone can watch, everyone can access. So that is public. For public means that only. Okay. So sometimes we are using the private or protected. So private means only limited authorized people can access. Protected means through the authorized people we can enter inside. So that is a public, protected and a private. So here the normal programming and all we are using the public keyword. So what do you mean by keyword? Keyword. So these all will be keywords only. So in the programming language the keyword is having most important role. So what do you mean by keyword? Keyword is a simple variable or words what we are using in the programming language. That means if you wanted to implement or if you wanted to develop any Java programming, the keyword will be help us to move forward. That means many keywords are there. So each and every keyword one or other situations we are using. Then how it will be using and what do you mean by keyword? So keyword is a simple word only. The speciality of the keyword means it's having some predefined meaning. Okay, so just like as a predefined meaning we can tell the example will be constants. We are using the constants. Okay, what do you mean by constants? Constant means that the value of constant cannot be changed. It's a stable. Okay, the example for the constant will be, we can consider in the mathematics pi value, then logarithmic value, trigonometric sine, cos, tan. This trigonometric value, this all will be constant and a permanent value that we cannot change. It's a pi value means 3.14. It's a permanent and a constant. Nobody can change it. Like a sine, cos, sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, the trigonometric related functions and values, that is also a constant. And logarithmic values. Logarithmic value also it will be constant. So like there is some physics formula values and all. It's a constant only. So moreover we can tell the constant means the value cannot be changed. Exactly same the meaning we are giving to the keyword. Keyword is a word, it is having some predefined meaning. It's providing by the Java programming library. Then Java software, they are created their own group of commands and statements and kept in the Java programming library. So whenever we need the commands and words or functions, we can get it and use the entire programming. Okay. So the speciality will be we can get it and use it just like a ready-made file. We cannot change the meaning, we cannot change the spelling, nothing we cannot change. How they are giving exactly same, just to take it and use it. So this kind of words is known as a keywords. So what are the variables or what are the terms I have written on the board? It is also called as a keyword. So public is a keyword, class is a keyword, static is a keyword, main function is a keyword, string. So this is the major combination for writing a Java programming language. Then how the Java programming language will be writing one simple program, I will just write on the board. Then later I will show it in the computer. Okay, just observe. Okay, so Java programming, so different types of Java applications we are using, and the old versions and all we need to give the Java extensions or Java linking option we need to give. But we are using the Java, Blue Java application. Directly it will be a Java application only. No need to give any conversions and all. So directly we can write the program and there only we can compile it and we can see the output. Then how it will be, I will show it. So a simple Java program, first of all you have to open the relevant Blue Java application. Then you will get the class creation option. So after creating the class, the software or programming writing option, the writing area or editing area you will get it. So in the editing area you have to type what are the relevant programs. So which problem you are going to solve by using the Java, the given the related programming source code we have to type it. So programming source code means what are the statements or what are the sentence we are using in the given program, that is called as a source code. Okay, before getting the output, to get the output, what are the commands or what are the combination of sentences we are using with the help of Java concept, that sentences is called as a Java source code. Then one simple Java source code I will write on the board. So that is the way we are going to write. So simple program. So many programs will be there. So usually we are writing the program completely related to mathematics. So mathematical equations or formulas we are going to solving by using the Java programming. So just to apply the formula and how it will be solved, the concept we have to give to the program controller. They will only execute it, and if mistakes will be, that also they will find it. So simple Java programming I will show you. So here first you have to type. So our program will be addition of two numbers. Okay, addition of two numbers. So the program will be, first you have to type small letter, you should use small letter. So some statement we need to use the capital letter in the first letter. So where I will tell you. So first you have to start public class addition. I just given the name of the class will be addition. So this is our class creation. So public class addition. Then each and every class, after starting the class, should be open the bracket. This is the starting part. Okay. So after giving this, you have to give the main function. So inside the main function only we are giving all the executable command like printing or calculations or declaration of variables, anything. So inside the main function, this is a class name. Class is just like a frame. It can hold the main functions and the relevant executable statements. Then for next step will be public static. So static keyword is used to represent the main function. Always the main function will be static only. So the static means wherever we need or whenever we need, we can execute the program. So they are not given in much restrictions and all. So static, then void main open the bracket. Then inside that we have to give the variables, accessing variable, or it's called as a argument list. So here I am giving string. So S is a capital letter, string, then square bracket, then space, args, close the bracket, then close the bracket. The next command we have to type it. So our program will be belongs to addition of two numbers. The next we need to open once again bracket. Okay. The next we have to use how we are going to add any two numbers. So we already know before inputting the value we are unable to add any two numbers. So that you need to declare the variable. So for what purpose we are declaring the variable? Directly the user input value, they never execute it. So inputted value, first of all we should be stored somewhere else. Okay, so directly it is not possible, so that they are depending on the variables. So that variable also we have to define their own data method. Okay, so in the programming language mainly three type of data types we are using, that is integer, float and character. So integer means 0 to 9 numerical value, float means it's a decimal fraction number, character it is represented by alphabets and different combinations of alphabet. So here we are using only numerical value for addition of two numbers. Okay, so here how many variables we need? So addition of two numbers means two value we have to input it. So first value you have to input for first variable. Okay, second value you need to use another one more variable. So these two values you have to add it and the result should be stored some other variable. For that we need to use one more variable. So totally we are using three variable. Then how it will be we can see. So declaration of variable will be this is the way we are using. So our data type will be integer. So short forms we are using in the programming language, that is called int. Then just give one single space, a equal to, so what value you are going to input, that value you have to mention, a equal to 10, then put comma, then next b also, another variable also integer type only, so that you can use the comma, then b equal to 50 comma, then this a and b should be added and the result should be stored some other variable. So the third variable we have to use as a c, then that should be initialized with the 0, because the sum, before storing the addition value or sum value or total addition value, the variable must and should is empty. Okay, so empty means if you are simply declaring means some kind of garbage values may or may not be, it will come to this variable. So that first itself you have to initialize the variable as 0. Okay, so if it is 0 means the starting value c will be 0 only, so that there is no problem at all later. Okay, so the next step will be you have to add these two values. So how to add it? C equal to a plus b. In the computer science, all programming languages, all the type of programming language, we are giving the expressions will be like this only. Okay, so that means first you should define the variable where you wanted to store the result. Then only you are doing the calculation. In the mathematics, we are telling a plus b equal to c. So the same concept, if you are, so actually both are correct only, that means here a plus b equal to c and c equal to a plus b. So in the mathematics both are correct we can tell, but in the computer science the first statement or first expression will be wrong, because first we need to tell the computer or tell the program controller where you need to store the file. Okay, first you have to provide the space for store the value, then only you are doing the calculations. So after calculation it should be comes to the LHS variable. Okay, so the first stage should not use this expression in entire programming language. Any kind of programming, no programming language will be supporting this expression. We are using only first variable, storage variable, then calculation. Okay, then after calculation, how the value will be printed. So this value, whether the output will be correct or not, that if you wanted to store, that we have to print it. So how to print it? So for that we are using one relevant command is called as system output command, the Java programming output command. So the output command will be, we are typing capital letter S. Start with the capital letter system dot out dot print ln. System dot out dot print ln. Then put inverted comma. Then what message you wanted to convey to the user. That means what you are going to print, the related message also we can join with the output. So I wanted to give the output addition of two numbers. That message I wanted to send to the user. So I just said the addition of two numbers, then equal to just close. Here inverted comma you open. Once if you open the inverted comma inside the bracket, should be close the bracket, inverted comma, double inverted comma before closing the bracket. Then you have to close it and put semicolon. Okay. Then after giving the statement, two brackets we opened here. The first bracket should be closed after this. Then second bracket you have to close it. How many bracket you open, that should be closed. Otherwise the program controller will show the error. Then one more thing important, each and every statement. So what are the statements we are giving inside the main function? It should be end with the semicolon. So here one mistake I have done. So put semicolon. Each and even including declaration also. So if you declare the variable after completion of the declaration of variable, should put semicolon. So the semicolon is a terminating statement. Terminating statement means without using the semicolon, the particular statement they won't execute it. So if you wanted to execute any given statement, the end of the statement should be put semicolon. If the semicolon will be there, it will be executed. Then we will get the output. So this is the simple Java programming example. Okay, the same program how to do in the system. I'll make a small video, what I have given in the last class, like I have made, so that you just watch it and just observe it. How it will be working and all, you just observe it. Okay, just watch the video. Hello dear students, we are going to start the demonstration class for the Java programming, how to write the Java programs and all by using the Blue Java application. So here the video, just watch it. Okay. So here I am going to explain how to write a simple Java program in the Blue Java application. So I will start. First you have to, after installation of Java in your computer, in the desktop we can see the icon BlueJ option. Okay, we just double click on the BlueJ icon. So after clicking the BlueJ icon, we can see one small dialog box. It's a BlueJ ASD copy, like that, some name you can see. Then that you can make it a large window or we can make it a small window. So that is your wish only. So here we can see many options and 2-3 options we can see. So here first, before going to start, you have to create the new project option. So new project means it is just like a folder. So what are the programs we are going to create? All the programs should be saved in a single folder. So that is called as a project. So here you have to select where you wanted to save the file location and choose the location. Then after choosing the location, you have to give the name for the given program. Okay. So after giving the name, so you can start the program. So here I am going to give the addition, because addition program only I am going to do. So it's a simple mathematical problem. So I just given the name of the project will be addition, then click OK button. Okay. So after clicking the OK button, you can come back to the BlueJ application. So here we can see the new class option or compile or one small notepad icons and all we can see. So the program means object oriented programming, means it's a completely class based or class oriented or object oriented only. So that we are writing the program through classes only. So that first option, we just click on the new class option. After clicking the new class option, you can see the class dialog box. There class name will be there, class language will be there, class type will be there. So here class name, which program you are going to do, related name you can give. So here I am using the addition program, so that I just given odd numbers program. So after that, you no need to change the class language. Then you have to come to the class type. Here no change at all, class option only we are using. Then after that you have to come to the OK button, just click it OK. So after clicking the OK button in the Java programming application, you can see the add numbers one small dialog box. So that is our class. What class we have created, that should be, we can see in the dialog box. Okay, so add numbers. So inside the add numbers only we are typing our program. Just to double click on the add numbers, that icon. So after double clicking, you can see the windows, and with some source codes we can see. Source code means what are the commands or statements we are going to see in the application, that is called as a source code. So this is example purpose they are given, that their command or code only, the not belongs to our program, so that you can select it and you can remove it completely. So click on Ctrl A or select all, you can use it, and press the delete button from the keyboard. So keyboard delete button will be the just select it, and all command you select it and remove it. Okay. So after removing, you will get the empty window. So here we are going to type our source code. So the just now the previous explanation I have given, and I have written the some commands will be on the board. The same program I am going to execute in the computer. How it will be, we can see. So here public keywords we are using, the public, class, and a class name. So public is a common keyword for all the object oriented programming. So without using that public keyword we cannot, because public means everyone can access. So different keywords are using, but public is a common. And after giving the public, class is a keyword, addition is a name of a class. Then open the flower bracket. After giving the opening flower bracket, the next statement will be main function. So each and every programming main function is the important part. Inside the main function group only, what are the executable command we are giving, that should be defined inside the main function. The next command will be main. So public static void main, then open the bracket, then we have to give it string, the capital letter should be used as a first letter, then square bracket, then give the single space args. So this inside the bracket what we are given, that is a variables or arguments. In the functions we are using it is as arguments. Any variables will be there, you can use it as a variable. So here we are not using function variables, directly we are using the user defined variable. So then you have to open the flower bracket again. So here we are going to start our program. So we already explained variables, about the variables or inputting value. So in the programming language, inputting directly is not possible. We are depending on the variable. So variable means what kind of variables we are using, that should be defined. So three category, and that means three types we are using in the programming language, that is a integer, float, and character. Integer is represented by numerical value, float is represented by decimal fraction, and character is represented by alphabet numbers. So which variable we are, which kind of input you are giving to the computer, based on that you have to declare the variable. So here our program is belongs to addition of any two numbers. So two numbers means that is completely belongs to numerical value. So that we are going to declare a numerical variable, so that we are using int data type. Okay, so integer a equal to 10. So a is a integer variable, we can be stored 10. The value of a will be 10. Then b equal to 15 and c equal to 0. So a and b is input value. C is used as a to store the result. So these two variables we should be added together, and one result will be generating. The generated result should be stored somewhere else. For that we are using the C. Then why the C value will become 0? Because if single variable, if you are giving some kind of garbage value, may or may not be, it will be stored. So that we are initialized with the 0. The next statement will be C equal to A plus B. Our calculations, addition process we are giving. So C equal to A plus B. And one more thing you have to remember, inside the main function what are the executable statements you are giving. Every statement should be end with the semicolon. Okay. So the next one is whether the output will be correct or not. If you wanted to check the output will be correct or not, you have to use the output command in Java, that is system.out.println. So system first letter should be in capital. Then in open the bracket, inside the bracket you have to type the addition of two numbers are equal to. Addition of two numbers are equal to. Then close the double inverted comma, put plus symbol, give single space where the result will be stored, that variable should be mentioned, close the bracket and put semicolon. Then press enter key, the cursor will come to. Then two flower brackets we have opened, that one by one you have to close it. First public main, which is opened last, that should be closed first. Okay, then public class close next. Okay, so after that whether the program will be correct or not. So what are the commands you are given, that is correct or not, keyword will be correct or not, then error will be, mistakes will be there or not, that you have to check it. Okay, for checking you need to compile the program. Compilation means conversion and converting the program to machine understanding format, and also they are doing the debugging. Debugging means error correction, whether the program statement is having error or not. Okay, so that you need to compile the program. So the source code program itself, we can see the compiling option. Here we just go back to the addition option. There upside, that means where the program source code you have written, the above that you can see compile, undo, cut, copies, many options will be there. So there you have to click on the compile option. When you click on the compile option, below the programming code, here you can see class will be compiled, no syntax error. So class compiled, no syntax error means your program is perfectly right. That means no error will be there. That means it's ready to run. Okay, if you run this program, you will get the output. Then how to run it? Just close the window. Then after that you have to come back to the project section. There our class will be there. Just right button on the class. There you can see the void main string of our main function name we can see. Just click on the option. Then here next dialog box will come. You don't need to change anything. Just click OK button. That means we are requesting to see the output. Just click on the OK button. If you click on the OK button, you can see the output through the Blue Java editor. So how it will be? So here I just click on the OK button. So the result I did not given. I just given the calculation, but output will be, you see, the addition of two numbers are 25. So the exactly right answer only. That means you just give the concept and formulas. Then remaining execution and works and finding result, everything should be handled by the program controller, that is maintained by or controlled by the Blue Java application. So this is the way we are using. So in the project we can do more than one program at a time. So one more program I am going to do the welcome. One more class I have declared welcome. So here simple one without using any variable, one simple programs I am going to write. Public class welcome. One more program, public class welcome. Then public static void main. Static void main string args. Some variable I am not using any variable, so that directly you can give it. Then simply some output commands I am going to use, that is system.out.ln. So to print some statement. So here just calculations I have given and one single statement I have printed. Okay, so here number of content I am going to print it with the help of output command. So in the Java programming, which command we are using in the output statement? It's a system.out.println. So I just type system.out.println, then open the bracket. So what message you wanted to convey, that you type it. So here, welcome to the world of Java programming. One message I have typed. Then close inverted comma, close the bracket and put semicolon. Then press enter key. Then come to the next line. If you wanted to type more message to the user, again same thing will be repeated. That means again you have to retype it, system.out.println command and inverted comma. The same thing will be, there is no change at all. What are the contents you are giving, that will be different. So Blue Java is a command. Blue Java is another version of Java programming. So some command, some message I have typed, that's all. Then the second command I just given. Then one more command, one more input output message if you wanted to give. Again one more time I am typing the command system.out.println and open the bracket and put inverted comma, then type thank you. Println, open the bracket, put inverted comma, then type the message, close inverted comma, bracket and put semicolon and enter key. So this should be remember, that is a must and should. Each and every statement should be end with the semicolon. If the semicolon is not there, the program never will be executed and never it will be compiled. Okay, so after that one more program I have written, then come to next line. First bracket should be close it, second bracket should be close it, and previous program what we have done, like that you have to click on compile. Then if you click on the compile option, they will check whether the error will be there or not. So class compiled, no syntax error, then close it. So close it and just click on the save button, then afterwards you have to click on the close button. Then right button on the second program, select the void main, the string large function. Then if you click on that, you can see the output of what we have given. So this is the way we are writing the program. So this is a very simple and a basic and simple programming only. So later we will do the complicated programs like solving the quadratic equation, trigonometric functions, the Boolean expressions, and some kind of ASCII values. Other some complicated programs. I'll give some kind of triangle patterns, graphic design, that and all will do. So from the basic program onwards, you have to understand the concept how it will be working. I hope you understood. Just if you are having system at home, you just practice it. Okay. Thank you, students.